Hello and welcome to another update video on MSTR. Yeah, the strategy chart has recovered a little bit. I only want to give you a brief update because not too much happened, but I did promise you another update after the close of the week. And so we have seen a reaction to our Fibonacci support area this week, first of all, and that's a bit of a recap now. Obviously, after the larger sell-off that we saw into the lows of last week, Thursday, Friday, we saw a recovery then into the Monday high, and then a three-wave pullback. That was all planned for, right? We didn't break any support this week. The price did not break back below the trend line. So we are holding above the trend line, and we're holding above Fibonacci support, which is at $276.93. And from here, the market could start a recovery rally, potentially in wave C of 2. That was the idea. If that's the case, we should get some further clarity about this with a break above the last swing high. Not so important, this level, but it's kind of the first resistance level in this range. And that is at, that level is at $298.24. And so, yeah, from this level onward, then the focus shifts to $314. The next one is 325 or 324. But let's first see, I mean, this is the focus for next week. If we can go higher, break above this line, and then reach $314, yeah? As I said to you, my personal preference would be a recovery from here, and at least in the orange scenario, a larger wave 2. It is technically possible that wave 2 already topped here on Monday, yeah, in the blue scenario and in a directly bearish scenario. But that's not my preference because, first of all, we have a small double top here. These often, while they can be local top confirmation patterns, yeah, or top signals, they are typically going to be, or they're typically broken essentially, right? Because they indicate not really a very clear top, and usually they are being taken out because this is very often a B wave. And if it's a B wave, it's a corrective pullback that should lead to at least one more high, either in the orange count or maybe even something more bullish in the white scenario. Reminder, at the moment, both the white and the orange scenarios are kind of moving in parallel together. And only if we get to $324 to $330, we can say this is more clearly the white scenario, basically a third wave in a larger 5-wave pattern. So in other words, it would be more bullish. And then we can add support to the chart for white wave 4, okay? And then from there, we can track higher prices in wave 5. So overall, the focus for next week is going to be if we can break above this green line and then reach the blue zone. What I don't want to see at this stage is a sharp decline in 5 waves, which then also leads to a break below $376.90. Because that pullback, to be honest, would be deeper than what we really want to see. Even in even the orange scenario, it shouldn't happen. So that would be further confirmation for the blue scenario that a wave 2 has topped. But I cannot at this point clearly prefer that, because as far as I can identify, this is a 3-wave move down. And a 3-wave move down after a wave 2 top can only be some kind of a diagonal pattern. And it certainly does not look like the main element of a third wave, which means the third wave would be a strong element of a trend, right? Doesn't look like it, especially because we bounced from support this week. So yeah, I'll keep you updated, but that gives you the key levels for next week. Hope you enjoyed the update. Thanks so much. Make sure you leave a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.